Give it a second. Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Daily Motivation 365 days of consistency, doing the same things over and over again until they become habits. Again, my name is Rich Fontaine. Like the great Jay-Z said, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate it. And let me just give a second because sometimes I can't see it from the Zoom, anybody. So let me make sure if you're showing me some love, I can give you some love back. Hey, Jazz, thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. Awesome. So I'm just put my phone right here. So if I look down periodically, just because I want to make sure if you're showing me some love, I can give you some love back. So episode 234, we are on and moving. Can't believe it when we started in December 2019. Now we're all the way in August. Where did the year go? Where did it go? And we're already at 234. So I really appreciate it. Again, if you're watching and I don't see you, I appreciate the love. I'm just not shouting you out because sometimes it's hard to see you. But please like, please share, and please comment. So today I want to give you your angel numbers, which is episode 234, our angel numbers for 234. And if you stumbled upon this episode, that means this angel number was made specifically for you. All right, so we have episode 234. You have powerful allies in the angels, archangels, and ascended masters. They are with you right now, helping you and guiding you. Oof, that's so powerful. So powerful, I want to read it twice. So nice, you got to read it twice. You have powerful allies in the angels, archangels, and ascended masters. They are with you right now, helping and guiding you. I really appreciate you taking all of your time to watch this and those angel numbers. So if you stumble upon this episode, it was made specifically for you. So today I want to talk about why our impatience will keep us from our destiny. Especially for me, patience was something I had to learn the hard way. And I felt like even since I was a little kid, the universe was constantly teaching me patience. Every time I got antsy, anxiety, had the angst, had the, I need to have it now mentality, it felt like everything I was asking for was being kept away from me, was being kept away from me. Every single time. I remember when I graduated and I was looking for an engineering job and I was going really, really hard to find one. And it was a little bit of a tough bout because I found one early, ended up losing it. Found one early, then ended up losing it. And it wasn't until I kind of humbled myself was when I actually found a good gig, which led me to another one, to a project management job, and helped me boost my career as an engineer. But it wasn't happening. Even when a mate, I remember being so antsy and angst and trying to make something happen with a significant person, and it just never worked out. But it wasn't until I kind of threw my hands up and said, you know what, I'm gonna let the universe do what it does. I'm gonna let the universe do what it does. That when I found my mate, Jasmine. So I feel like the universe constantly puts us in that field of, I'm gonna make you wait. Why? To make sure that you are faithful throughout the process. Because sometimes when we get things early, you know what my mentor Les Brown used to say, easy come, easy go. So sometimes when we get things too quickly, we don't appreciate them. You ever get something really, really fast, like a fast food meal? You don't really appreciate a McDonald's burger as much as you appreciate like a steak from the Cheesecake Factory. When you get a steak from the Cheesecake Factory, you have to wait for them to cook it, and you're sitting there waiting. You appreciate when you finally get your meal. It tastes so much better because you appreciate it more versus if you had it instantly like a McDonald's burger. Which reminds me of the story in the good book about Sarah. If you ever heard the story of Sarah and Abraham, when God came down, the universe came down to Abraham and said, "You are going to be the father of great kings." But at the time, he never had a son. And he was getting old at the time, him and Sarah. And he was constantly thinking, having doubt in his mind, like, I'm getting kind of old, but he was faithful throughout the process. But it wasn't until Sarah, who was just impatient, she wanted the son early. She said, hey, maybe we can help the universe out a little bit by pushing the universe forward, and let's just go have a surrogate baby with our maid. And Abraham was a little bit taken back from it at first and said, I don't know if that's a great idea. She's like, no, let's do that. This is going to help. This is going to provide the baby. But the thing is, sometimes when we push too hard and we get impatient, we start making bad decisions, or decisions that we wouldn't make in a patient, stable mind. So Sarah pushed Abraham to have the baby with the maid. But after the maid had the baby, everything in Sarah's life started to come unravel. She hated the maid. She couldn't stand the maid. She couldn't stand the baby. And finally, she kind of kicked them both out. And God was sitting there thinking, Sarah, why didn't you wait? I promised you something. I put a vision in your heart. I put a vision in your mind that it's going to manifest, but you have to just wait on my time. See, the universe has divine timing, and it wants us to wait on its time versus to push on our own time, because we always want it now. We live in a cookie cutter microwave society where everything in instant gratification, we need to have it now. But if we wait, it's that much more flavorful, it's that much more inspiring, and it's that much more appreciated. So when Sarah finally waited and they finally had their son, she loved Isaac. She loved Isaac way more than it was when she had the baby when she pushed Abraham to have the baby with the maid. You know, I remember a verse from DMX. I don't know if you remember the Earl Simmons, the rapper. I used to listen to a lot of hip hop growing up, and DMX had a line where he had a song called Damien, where he was talking to the devil, and the devil told him, "Look at all the things I gave to you. Look at all the success that I gave you." And DMX responded, well, I could have got it from him, meaning I could have got it from the universe. I could have got it from my positive mindset. I could have got it I could have got it from the Almighty. Then the devil said, well, yeah, but you would have to wait. So it seems like there's something about the universe that likes us to wait a little bit more. Hey, I want to see if you could be content when you don't have. Can you be faithful when you don't have? Or will you go ahead and try to eat the apple? Or will you go ahead and try to push to have the baby? Or will you try to get it on your own time? Or will you be faithful enough and believe in me and believe in your vision enough that you will wait for me? And I feel like many times when we get impatient, I've done it in my own life, we push and we make bad decisions. And we always look back and say, man, that was a stupid move. Dang, why did I rush that? Oh man, if I just was a little bit more patient. Have you ever had that in your life? I've had it many times. I was like, man, if I was just a little bit more patient, things would have worked out way better for me. So I feel like in life, our biggest vision of ourselves, our biggest vision that we're going for is gonna have to wait a little bit. Why? Because I feel like the universe tests us to see if can we be faithful? Can we be content? Can we be happy and joyful, even in the waiting period? Like my mentor Abraham would say, you don't want to have a baby right after conception. You have to give it its gestation period. You want to wait the 9 months. Trust me, you want to wait the 9 months. And so in life, you might be in a place where things have not come to fruition yet. Things may not have manifested. Things may not have come into its see it, feel it, taste it, touch it, time space reality where you can say, hi guys, look at me, look, I made it. Maybe you could just say, hey, I'm on the path and I'm just happy being on the path. Again, this is Rich Fontaine. Either you could agree with me or not agree with me, but either way, I feel this was a successful conversation. You may not have the fans yet. You may not have anyone listening. Hey, TD Jake said he was preaching in his church for 10 years. Ain't nobody showed up. Eric Thomas said he was doing the GED program at Michigan State for a good 15 years, 10 years. Nobody noticed him. And so I look at those stories and I think, wow, you know what? And look at them now, just because they're patient. I'll even leave you with this. I was talking to a guy the other day, and he was like, "Man, look at Tony Robbins, man. He got $1 million per client for a consulting gig, a commission of $1 million." And I told him, "Listen, Tony Robbins is in his 60s. He started speaking when he was 17 years old. There's a gap there. It took some time for him to get there, and it may take us some time to get to where we want to go. But if we stay patient, we stay diligent and work the process, I can promise you, you'll get there. Love is love, and I appreciate all of you. Have a blessed weekend. I hope you enjoy it. Namaste. Oh, one thing before I go, I have on August 22nd, Right to Grow Rich. Check out Right to Grow Rich for August 22nd. If you're looking to become a published author, if you're tired of just talking and you're ready to start doing, we can make this happen for you in just one day. So check out my website. Check out actually the Facebook page, Right to Grow Rich Mastery, and we'll get you started. You can sign up August 22nd today. All right, now I'm out.